Kevin Walters. Back for Langer.
They've been trying the inside passes all day, the Aussies, but the Great Britain defence has been equal to the task. They're coming up both sides now.
Kevin Walters delivers to Renouf. Here comes a try. Renouf scores. First and only try. Debutant player. Beautiful pass. Right onto his chest. And Steve Renouf scores a try in his first international.
Now, Kevy, it's a Rugby League World Cup year, and it is now 30 years. By the end of this year, it'll be 30 years since that amazing game at Wembley, and you play a huge part.
One of my favourite games, Bossy, I've got to say.
Yeah, well, how special do you consider that moment in your career?
Oh, it was huge. You know, not only for the Australian team, but for the world game of rugby. It was a World Cup final, and it was a very tight game. Australia heavy favourites to win. And I got an opportunity. Bozo gave me an opportunity in the second half to come on. And Steve Renouf and I had this wonderful relationship on the field. Steve was a magnificent player, and I remember them like it was yesterday, even though it was 30 years ago. And I said to Steve, be ready, because the ball's going to come in this set. And he said, he was always like that, Steve. So then I chose the moment, and he just, my pass was near perfect, but he's just one of those guys that if you can hit him with the right ball, he finishes it off better than no one.
I think you've been a little modest, because I watched back the replay and the fans see this. You rush around from right side of the ruck to the left side.
Yeah.
The defence had very little time to react.
No, they didn't.
You flicked a switch.
Well, we did. We had that switch that I encouraged him to flick more so than I don't take a lot of responsibility for what happened. I put it more in Steve, because he was just a beautiful athlete, a beautiful runner. And as soon as I passed it, I knew that he was going to score, and you could see the emotion and the elation in my face. I ran past him just because Mum and Dad were in the stands, and my wife and my son were there, and it was just a great moment. You know, I had my brother on the field as well, Steve, so it was terrific.
The fact that it was at Wembley, you know, you've had some great moments in your career, and maybe there's some more to come as a coach, but the fact that it's at Wembley, one of the great stadiums of the sporting world, that surely adds times 10.
It certainly does, and I'd been there in 1990 with the Kangaroos. I didn't play in the test, but there and experienced the atmosphere, and to get that opportunity, you don't know when your next game's going to be, Bossy, and I thought, well, I'm going to run on here and just do whatever I can to get Australia home. And the experience that I got from that, and the noise that, you know, apart from Suncorp, that makes so much noise, the English crowd particularly, they were in the game for most of it. So it was a wonderful experience and a real treasure and a pleasure to play. It's, you know, one of the best stadiums in the world in whatever sport you're looking at.
22 metres he travelled, and great ball here from Kevin Walters.
This is the pass that we saw Kevy develop as the year went on. He puts it on the outside shoulder of the player he's throwing it to, Renouf.
He tries to get a pass away. There's the